Hello, my name is Monica Ardoin, and I'm a 6th grade ELA gifted teacher at Caddo Middle Magnet in Caddo Parish. I'm very passionate about students' success. Of course, as an educator, we want our students to be academically successful. We want them to perform high on standardized tests. We want them to do well on assessments and even on daily activities in our classroom. But in my classroom, we not only celebrate academic success, but we celebrate success in life. I sometimes feel as an educator, we're the one bright spot that our students have. And they need someone that they can come in and share daily success with. So if they come in and tell me about a football win, or how they learned a new piece in piano, or they're excited about a new novel that they finally finished that's taken them forever, those are the type of success that we celebrate and we build on. Because if they're confident and they feel successful in life, then they're able to come in and be confident and successful in my classroom. The students that you will see in my video are all very high achieving, gifted students. We will be using the Louisiana Guidebooks curriculum, and we will be doing a combination of lesson 15 and 16. The students will be expected by the end of the lesson to be able to tell how conflict can occur from political episodes. They'll be analyzing different things that have gone on politically in our novel to see what tension, what turmoil, what conflict is caused from that. I've taken the Louisiana Guidebooks lesson and I've expanded it for my higher level students so that they may reach the level that they need to reach.
Today we're going to be doing lesson 15 from our guidebooks, analyzing how political episodes and character responses impact our plot. We've been demonstrating our understanding of our learning by how a scene impacts the setting and characters by writing a CER response paragraph. Today, this is what we're going to do. Read for me number 1, Graham.
Analyze episodes from local context.
Good. 2.
Discuss the political context of the book and how it impacts the plot.
And 3, Abica.
Come to a group consensus by finding the best evidence to support a claim.
Awesome. So, what's that mean? Okay. Remember the other day when we did how historical information impacts our plot, and we talked about things in history that really occurred, like you've been talking about in social studies, Puritanism and them coming across the ocean, how those things actually have impacted the characters in our story. We're going to do the same thing today, but instead of talking about historical context, we're going to talk about the political context of it and how it's impacting our plot and the characters in our story. So before we get into that, let's make sure we're on the same page with what's actually going on in our novel at this current time. First thing, Kit's allegiance to the king. What does it mean to be allegiant? What does that vocabulary word mean? Sia.
It means to be like loyal or support.
Awesome. It means to be loyal to something or supportive of something. Very good. So Kit's allegiance to the king. Is she allegiant? Is she not allegiant? And why? Explain for me. Clara.
Well, she is loyal to the king because her grandfather, the king was the reason that they had all that they had because they got a grant from the king and the king knighted her grandfather. So all the stuff that they had was thanks to him. So she is very thankful for him.
Awesome. Because where is she from? Barbados. And whose rule were they under? England. Very good. So today we're going to think about how political episodes impact the plot. Just in general, okay? Turn and talk with your partner for about a minute on how politics and political events might impact any scenario. 1 minute, go.
Scare them off with her witchy things. You know.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at 3 specific political episodes from our book. And you're going to tell me how each of those political episodes might potentially impact the plot. How might our characters and the storyline be affected by this specific political event, okay? So when you come to your chart, you're going to have 3 events, 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to tell me, how might this event affect our novel? How might it affect the plot? How might this event affect our characters and cause conflict for each one, okay? I'm going to give you about 2 minutes for each episode, and then you're going to be able to share out, okay? I'm going to have this group go to this chart, this group go to this one, your table will come here, y'all will go to the door, and y'all will go to the back wall, okay? There is already a marker underneath each chart for you. If you will push your chairs in and walk. To the politics of England. So we have these people that have moved to the New World. They're very sensitive about what happened in England, why they came here. How could those sensitivities affect our plot and our characters? Arian, start us off.
The people of the colonies will have political disagreements with others and the leaders. This will create a tense time and will cause conflict.
Very good. Could create a tense time, cause conflict between the people of the new colony and the leaders. Andrew.
The people in New England could separate based on their political beliefs, which could cause conflict.
Ooh, people in New England could totally separate based on beliefs. Get
All
back
right.
to your seat. Put your eyes on the board for our next step. Okay, so now that we've looked at 3 specific events, 3 episodes where politics might start to impact our plot and could potentially lead to different types of conflict, I want us to think about it overall as a whole, okay? So think about these events together and how it could impact chapter 6 and then further on in the book. We're going to complete a consensus map, all right? Your prompt. How do political episodes and character responses impact the plot in chapter 6? Quick reminders when we do a consensus map. Your area and your area only. You do your claim. You do your evidence with what? A lead-in. And then you do your reasoning. How could I restate this prompt to start my claim? Abigail.
Political episodes and character responses can impact the plot in chapter 6
by or because. Very good. So she restated the question and she's going to answer the question. Then we're going to give a lead in with text evidence with a what?
Page number?
Page number. Good. And then our reasoning. Okay? Once every member of your group has finished writing, you should what? Stand up. Then you may discuss. In the center, I want to see a 1 chunk Jane Schaefer, so add that extra piece of commentary in, and then your closing sentence. Be ready to share. Okay? All right. You may be.
And then
Put a
so-
comma. There. Oh, you have it. You have it. I see it.
and then it's like him speaking, and then this is his speaking. As in voice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do I just leave it like that?
Because then in your commentary, you would explain what the conversation is. Good job.
So I said it could cause conflict based on but so and then I just talked about how Uncle Matthew got mad at Poultry because he was trying to say Dr. Lion was the being danger. That's so
Yours is very similar. How about yours?
I said something kind of similar to Adam's.
Okay.
I like how he didn't like the governor and how they could lead the conflict and like how
Okay. Caitlin, what about you? Awesome. Okay, so y'all are pretty close to a consensus already. So discuss, come up with what you want to say in the middle, how you want to reason it out. Because she writes tiny.
What evidence are I have one that questioning
conflict between them. So I just call it what you will.
I did questioning kids' allegiance. Reverend Bolton asks, "Do you keep your allegiance?"
Yeah, I think call it what you will. Just start with revolution and like before that I put like about like how it's getting mad.
3, 2, 1. Okay. I need someone to share out for me. Francis.
Political episodes and character responses impact the plot in Chapter 6 by causing disagreements and tension between colonists with different types of beliefs. In rage of traitorous accusations, Uncle Matthew then thunders, "Then watch your back. Then watch your words. May I remind you, I'm a selectman in this town. I am no traitor." Page 61. One small remark from Dr. Bulkley about loyalties enrages Uncle Matthew. This causes argument and tensions in the plot of the novel. Disagreements and tension between colonists with different beliefs are caused by political episodes and character responses in Chapter 6.
Nice job. Very, very good.
In looking back on today's lesson, I feel that the objectives were met by my students. They were able to tell how political episodes throughout Chapter 6 could cause conflict in our novel at some point in time. They did this by starting off with group discussions and talking with their partner. It then led to them charting different political episodes and the conflict that could arise at some point. Then they took the information that they gathered and they composed a CER using text evidence to support their claim. After that, then they joined in a group consensus and they had to compose a one-chunk paragraph, Jane Schaefer style, on the conflict that could be caused from the political episodes in Chapter 6. If I could change anything about this lesson, I would like to add a little more time at the end because their homework was to take their one-chunk paragraph and expand it to a two-chunk where they had to add in an additional piece of relevant text information to support their claim. And I would like to have given them a little time at the end of class just in case there were any questions. We finished right before the bell rang, so they were on their own for homework.